Hello and welcome to our last day in the 7-day series of Yoga for Stiff Bodies. Today we're going to be working in the lower back, the neck, and also in the hips. We're not really going to be standing at all, we're going to be keeping it nice and low, so a really relaxing one. All that you'll need today is a yoga block or a couple of thick books. So get those and we'll meet on the mat. We're going to start in tabletop position. So take the hands out in front of you. Hands are under shoulders, knees are under hips. Touch the big toes together behind you and take the knees out wide, maybe even all the way to the edges of your yoga mat. And at this point, just reach out and grab your block or your books and have them close by because you might need them in a moment. Take a big breath in. Lengthen through the spine, through the neck, all the way to the crown of the head. And exhale. Pull the belly in towards the spine and slowly start to shift the body weight backwards so that the hips come down towards the heels. Just going back as far as you can, but always setting that intention to try to get the hips down towards the heels. Now don't worry if they're not getting there, that's totally fine, but if you have that thought in your mind, then you're constantly going to be lengthening through the spine, down through the bottom of the hips, and making that effort to push the hips downwards. Pressing all the way from the knees across the shins down to the tops of the feet evenly. And take a big breath in. Lengthen from the hips up to the crown of the head. And exhale, maybe coming down to the forearms. And what we're eventually going to do is we're going to walk the hands forwards. So begin to slide each forearm forwards just a little bit more. And we're going to gradually bring our forehead towards the mat. Now, if you find that your arms are reaching all the way forwards and you're not quite able to get your forehead to rest on the mat in front of you, then reach out and grab that yoga block and place it right in front of you. I like to have it so that it just sits perfectly so that my forehead, but not my nose, is resting on the block. So right at the edge of the block sits between my eyebrow center. And then I can really make that contact to the ground rather than just letting the head hang, or as opposed to arching the neck downwards so that the forehead can touch the ground. Trying to keep that nice length in the spine, and just walk the fingertips forwards. And try to imagine that you're pulling the arms forwards out of those shoulder joints so that you get a nice shoulder stretch as well. I'm going to stay here for a little while, so get comfortable. Start to lengthen the breath. Listening to your inhales. And then relaxing on the exhales. Drawing the air in through the nostrils. Take a big breath in. Feel your belly push between the thighs as you inhale into the stomach. And exhale, the chest relaxes down towards the mat just a little bit more. Maybe inching a little bit more forwards with those fingertips, giving those shoulders a little bit more of a pull. And if this is uncomfortable for you in the shoulders, feel free to slide the hands back a little, drop the forearms and the elbows to the mat, and just allow the hands and the arms to completely relax. Staying here for one more deep breath, big breath into the belly. Exhale, melt down into the mat, feeling that gentle pressure on your eyebrow center, whether that's on the mat or on the block. And just start to walk the hands back slowly, activating the muscles in the neck to lift the head up away from the block or the yoga mat as we start to pull our bodies back up to a seated position. Take a big breath in, lift up through the body and roll the shoulders down and back. Now you can either stay here on your knees, or if it's starting to get a little bit uncomfortable on the knees, feel free to switch to a cross-legged position or whatever works for you as we move into a little bit of neck work. Big breath in, lift up through the spine, elongate up to the top of the head, pull the belly in. Exhale, shoulders come down and back all the way towards the hips. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, bring that left ear over towards the left shoulder, feeling that really intense stretch down the right side of the neck. Take another long breath here, inhale. And exhale. One more breath here, inhale. Feel the stretch deep and on the exhale. Inhale, start to activate the neck again as we come back up to center. Big breath in, sit up straight. Exhale, right ear comes over towards the right shoulder, expanding all across the left side of the neck. And just taking note that the right shoulder isn't trying to lift up towards the ear, it's nice and relaxed. Big breath in. Imagine the head pulls up and away from the shoulder as you inhale. And exhale, feel that lengthening all down the left side of the neck. One more breath here. Inhale and lengthen. And exhale, bring the head back up to center. Take another big breath in, lift up through to the top of the head. And exhale, roll the chin down to the chest, keeping that length in the spine. The shoulders stay lifted. Come back to the breath. Big breath into the belly. Exhale. Maybe see if that head can droop down just a little more. Feeling all of the muscles around the spine and all the way down the back starting to awaken. Release the tension. And just enjoy this stretch just a couple of moments more. Take another big breath in through the nose and breathe into the back body as though you're inflating that space between the shoulders as you inhale. And exhale, the side ribs draw back in and down. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, start to peel the neck back up as we come back up to center. Now let's bring the arms in, bring the arms overhead, bend the elbows. We're going to interlace the fingers behind our head. Allow the thumbs to rest either side of the neck, create that pillow. Inhale, lift up through the chest. Exhale, allow the head to roll backwards into the hands and open and expand the chest. Stay here for a couple more breaths. Inhale, lift up through the chest. Exhale, elbows come apart a bit wider. Inhale, lift. Exhale, maybe fold back a little deeper, trusting your hands. One more breath. And exhale, assist the head back up to center. Part the hands and bring them down to the knees. Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed practicing with me, please be sure to hit the subscribe button below so that you can see the future videos as soon as they're posted. Thank you for your support. See you soon.